सो इस कहानी में अब तक आपने देखा शोखी करण को छोड़ चुकी थी क्योंकि शोखी से करण को खरीदने के लिए कहा गया।
Yes.
So basically there were demands that were made. शादी की डेट निकलने के बाद वेन्यू फाइनल होने के ऑलमोस्ट सेम टाइम पे एंड मैंने बोला कि सॉरी आई डोंट वांट टू परचेज करण.
Yes.
So I did not. I stood up for myself. I did not give anything, and I told Karan that just go.
Okay.
F off.
F
I
off.
told
F off.
Karan
Yeah.
that
F off.
just
F off.
get lost. I do not care
Yeah.
because I cannot do this.
Yeah.
It's against my principles.
Yeah.
And उसके बाद हमने ये जाना कि
हम गए थे बैनियन ब्लिस और उसके
हाँ,
बाद
हम एक जगह गए थे. करण की एक और मास्टर प्लान था करण का, जहाँ पे वो मुझे ये पहला फुसला के लड़की को ये बोल के लेके गया था कि हम ब्रेकअप कर लेंगे. एंड देन वहाँ पे जाके हम लोग को डिवाइन इंटरवेंशन हुआ.
Yeah.
और एक अंकल आंटी मिले जो मैरिज काउंसलर्स थे,
निकले.
जिन्होंने हमको बोला दैट why are you guys throwing away your life and love and dreams of being together for somebody else's demand?
Yes.
So you choose what you want and stand up for yourself. And I said, yeah, exactly that what I have been doing, but Karan also needs to do that.
Yes. And I learned that. Yes.
Yes.
Alright guys, before we move further, I just wanted to thank you for listening to us. It's almost been 7 or 8 episodes right now we are through, and I just want to really say a heartfelt thank you from Happily Whatever After Life Story. I think you guys are learning so many things from us, and we are so happy to share life stories with you. And as we have evolved as a couples, we just thought that this would be the platform or the best platform where we can share our life stories and a guiding light. Can I say a guiding light? No, but
I hope people can get some
guidance,
learnings
yes,
from
yes,
our Raita.
yeah,
Is what we said in our first episode
So,
also, that
yeah.
you are not alone in whatever random things life throws at you.
Yeah.
And so maybe you can learn it from our kind of drama and not do those things, because I'm sure there are differences between parents, you and your parents, when it comes to your relationship, because I'm sure there are differences between life partners because of family members and because of the rituals that are to follow before marriage, and anything under the sun can become an issue if you let it. So basically how we learned as work in progress that if there is an issue, let's tackle it and not let it become an issue.
yeah.
So we are hoping that we will be able to help you do the same by sharing our experiences as well.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for making us a part of your life, for whatever half an hour, 45 minutes you take out to listen to us, and we are really truly grateful to have you as our audience.
Yeah.
If you like our episodes, it would be great if you could rate us.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Let's start. So we had reached almost 1.5 years of our being together, in which we had broken up twice.
Yeah.
Once we had taken out our marriage date,
Yeah.
our parents had met. I had called off the wedding because there was a lot of dowry talks, and then we had met some counselors just like that on a trip that we took, after which we had come to this place where there was another huge revelation waiting for me. I think it was like I called for it in my life. Like all this drama that I do, somebody sitting upstairs was like, oh, looks like you really like it. Let me give it to you more. So I was really like Kareena Kapoor from Jab We Met, saying like कि जो भी है भैया मुझे इस रात को आप बिल्कुल बोरिंग बना दो बाबा जी. I was really like that कि मेरी जिंदगी को एकदम बोरिंग बना दो, मुझे और कोई रेवलेशन नहीं चाहिए, और कोई ड्रामा नहीं चाहिए यार, बहुत मुश्किल से आगे बढ़ रही है ऐसी चीज़ें. And on top of all of this, I was facing a huge burnout at my workplace. So I had to literally take a sabbatical. I was in 2015
Yeah.
Jan,
You were
Feb,
on sabbatical,
I
right?
just took a sabbatical from my work because I was not able to function at all, and it was just so much changes happening in my life that mom had passed away, Karan had come in, suddenly I was supposed to get married ASAP, then marriage things went down the drain. So I really took a sabbatical because I did not have the bandwidth to function. And you know, in that phase it was sort of like a वो जो बुखार होता है और उसके बाद आप रजाई में पड़े रहते हो ना, it was really that kind of a phase for me because I did not know what to do next in career, in life, in love, and Karan was being my strength,
Yeah.
and yet Karan was realizing that he had some part to play in putting me in that state. So he was always there for me, very supportively listening and understanding what is going on, and then also putting more revelations and bombs on me.
No, but yeah, there was a lot going on with Choki, and I'm really sorry that you have to go through a lot of pain at that point of time.
It was a
Part and parcel of life. But yes, whatever happens for good, and we reached a place and we understood ourselves better after whatever happened. Into our relationship. The best part is we broke up, but we broke up for someone else or some other reasons. We did not broke up because of our affection or love that was always
Yeah,
there,
that
and it's
was
still
always
together.
there.
So that's the best thing that
And the other good thing was that for the world, as in for Karan's family and my family, we remained broken up.
yeah,
None of them knew that we are back together.
yeah.
Of course, they are parents, so they could see through us.
Yeah.
But they also pretended कि अच्छा अभी हमको नहीं पढ़ना है इन सारी चीज़ों के बीच में, इनको करने दो आपस में जो
Yeah.
कर रहे हैं.
Yeah.
So we were like हम लोग वो कबूतर की तरह बिहेव कर रहे थे, you know, कि जब बिल्ली आती है तो वो आंख बंद कर लेता है so that he believes that the cat is gone, the
Yeah.
cat won't eat.
Yeah.
So we were believing कि हमने मम्मी पापा को बोल दिया कि हम नहीं है साथ में, तो उन्होंने बिलीव कर लिया और like अभी उसके बाद रायता नहीं फैलेगा.
So we broke up, and in that revelation, what Shoki is talking about, there were a lot of revelations that happened from my side because, as we discussed in previous episodes, that what duality brings in life, is something that made this whole revelation to Shoki, that how the duality, gets into the relationship. So we will discuss that today. So Shoki, let's discuss that what happened back, when we were together. For the world we had broken up, but for us we were actually together.
And we were again living double lives.
Yeah, we were living double lives, but it became stronger. Yeah.
And so basically what happened was that Karan started to tell me that this was the issue, which is why I did not do this, and which is why I could not stand up to my family. And I started to be more vocal about the issues that you are constantly stretched out, completely maxed out on your finances, on your credit cards, on your salary.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the month you need to come to me for some extra overdraft funds is what
Yeah.
they call it, right?
Yeah.
So how can you behave in a way that you are a genie for your family, that whatever they ask for, whether it is affordable or not, you will provide to them? And then I could see myself fitting into that picture, that eventually when he is not able to provide for them, I will have to provide, because he had already asked for that extra 1.5 lakh rupees to make the furniture for the
Yeah.
new house, just because it was a new house and the family did not want to move with old furniture. So like me, you guys know that I'm middle class Monisha.
Yeah.
So it was like a leap of faith, leap of money, leap of class, from middle class to like really high class, that how can you be so expensive that हम पुराना कुछ भी नहीं लेके जाना चाहते हैं, because घर नया है तो सब कुछ नया होगा. So कौन करता है यार ऐसे, मतलब खाने पीने के लाले पड़ जाएंगे तुमको इतना लोन लोगे तो. But I had thought that much amount of money was the only thing. later Karan started telling me that there are loans
Yeah.
from his sister's wedding which are amounting to like 10 lakhs
5-6 lakhs at that point of time. Slowly,
which
it's just,
kept
yeah,
multiplying.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were not loans from a bank.
They were Marwadi loans. So let me explain
Please
what these
explain
loans
what
were.
is- yeah.
So these Marwadi loans are basically those loans which are not from the banking but from the local people who lend you money, and that money is a vicious circle. I have seen my family, losing so many money out of it, and I was pretty sure that I will do it, I will manage it. So I will explain it to you in very simple terms that what this Marwadi loan is all about. For an example, if you need a loan of 1 lakh rupees, there is 3% interest rate that you pay. It depends on person to person. It might be 2%, it might be 3%, but largely it lands between 2 to 3%. So I will assume that 3% is the interest on 1 lakh rupees, which is 3,000 rupees, and you have to pay 3,000 rupees every month till the time you pay the 1 lakh rupees together to that person.
So basically, it's a never ending loan where the person is making 3,000 rupees every month till you are able to gather 1 lakh rupees.
Yeah.
और ऐसा नहीं है कि वो 1 लाख रुपए में से आपने जो इतने 3,000 डाले वो माइनस होंगे.
No.
That is extra.
That is extra.
So
That's only interest.
It's literally 90s की जितनी मूवी उठा लो उसमें वो ऐसे कमीने मनी लेंडर्स होते थे ना, ऐसे जो लाला टाइप के लोग होते थे, ऐसे पॉट बेलीड पीपल हु यूज्ड टू हैरेस पीपल एंड से कि हाँ कोई बात नहीं और पैसे ले जाओ, हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, और पैसे ले जाओ, एंड देन दे यूज्ड टू लेटर से कि अब तो तुमने जो कपड़े पहने वो भी हमारे हैं, हाँ. So I really imagine somebody like that must be sitting on the other side, and Karan was paying 3 of those different
No, so
amounts.
what was happening is I was not paying. I was paying the home loan at that point of time, and I was the only earning member at home. So my responsibility was that I will
And
take
what was the
boutique and everything was running only for that turnaround, because there was Marwadi loans which my mom had taken at that point of time, because my sister was supposed to get married. Obviously we did not have any money to get married. Obviously we discussed in Sindhis that you need to give that this much amount of money, and when you get married, this is something that is ridiculous, but we had to take loans and get my sister married at that point of time. That was the only option left, and so boutique was basically just to keep up with the expenses, monthly expenses which was rotating, and at the same time paying off the interest that was being given to the market.
And we realized that both of us together realized that this is going to be a never ending cycle basically. So we had a choice that either you replace all of these loans
Yeah.
with proper personal loans from bank which has an end date,
Yeah.
that you pay whatever extra interest but at the end it will be over someday, and at that point of time Karan can choose to buy things what he would like, or spend his money the way he would want to.
Absolutely right.
And I would like to clarify one more time, guys, this does not mean that we are blaming the parents or trying to say that what they did was wrong. What they did was
Need of an hour. Yeah.
according to those circumstances, but the way it was done was wrong, because if they would have in the first place gone for a personal loan in the bank, Karan would have already, it was already 7 years to marriage, right?
Around 7-8 years.
15,
Yeah.
8 years to the marriage, Karan would have paid off a substantial amount of loan, but because it was Marwadi loan, it never really ended.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it was just like that much chunk of your limited income is already allotted to something which will never get saved.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we realized that it was a better idea that we switch all of those things to bank, and I felt another trust issue here, because I had no idea that it was that bad
Yeah.
for Karan. यार इंदौर में ना मैंने मेरे आसपास बहुत अच्छे अमीर सिंधी देखे थे and I was like how the hell did I land up with the most lone ridden as a गरीब सिंधी.
Show today I am rich. So yeah, so let me tell this audience. So when this thing happened, you know, Shogi comes from a background where, you know, the father is basically working. He was, you know, in a professional working class where he was working with MP Finance, and he had his 9 to 5 job where he was earning money and everything. In my family, you know, my father had multiple businesses, multiple losses that came in, and you know, there was no proper streamlining of money that used to come in home.
Yeah.
And we had never seen that, you know, financially strong responsibility, that how do you actually bring that, you know, whole money or the system in a family where, you know, things are in a right track.
Yeah.
And somewhere I would just want to thank God that I could sense it and I could believe that I was able to do it. And I was slowly and steadily, as I started earning, I did that. And you know, by the time I had almost crossed 8 years of my home loan that my mom had taken, and I was paying off monthly, you know, with that responsibility, and that came in really good. So what best thing I can tell is that with this responsibility or the burdens that came to me, I became financially strong from a very young age. When I say financially strong, मैंने इतना प्लान कर लिया था कि by the 5th all my salaries, all my, you know, maximum by, you can say, 10th of every month, my EMIs, my everything used to get deducted, and I used to get only 5-6 thousand by the end of that 10th or 15th to get my expenses done in that month. And that's why I used to come to you for by the month end to talk to you and get that money.
But you know, I would reiterate, Karan, what I used to tell you back then, that it used to be a huge gap between you and me, because I think we were making about the same amount of money every month, and I also had a home loan to pay off.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of expenses happening back at home, because we also had a huge chunk of money that went to my mother's treatment.
Correct.
Because she was in a coma for 3.5 years, and so many hospitalizations and
Yeah.
everything. Of course, some amount was covered by the insurance, but the court case did not go very well. In fact, it's still going on.
Yeah.
After 13 years of
Yeah.
the accident, the court case is still going on because
Yeah.
we did not receive the right amount of money.
Hmm.
But in all of this, one basic factor always, I think, worked for me, which I jokingly call middle class Monisha, but जितनी चादर उतने पैर.
Correct.
Like I knew कि अगर इतनी सैलरी है और इतना ही मैं कर सकती हूँ, तो फिर वो एक्स्ट्रा एक्सपेंस नहीं होंगे.
Correct.
फिर वो रैंडमली, क्योंकि हमको वाटर प्यूरिफायर चाहिए, महंगा वाला वो नहीं आएगा.
Correct. True.
फिर तुम वो 2000 वाले प्योरेट में खुश रहोगे.
So I would like to add, what happened is we were into that cycle, you know, which came in, like, you know, EMI से सब कुछ ठीक हो जाता है. Correct. So
God, yes.
I got stuck into that cycle at that point of time because, you know, financial institutions
And
started.
I used to get scared, you know, every time Karan used to come up with the word EMI, I used to get scared, because I did not used to own a credit card, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
Like, look at the financial literacy difference between me and Karan. That Karan knew all the tikdam of trying to figure out a way to exploit whatever finances he had.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was just trying to find all the ways to save whatever money I could get. Because
So
for
I
a
was-
rainy day, you need to have that much funds, right?
So what I used to do at that point of time was I used to, you know, have this credit card, you know, and I used to do my expenses on credit card, and I learned at a very early age. I think in 2006 or 2008 when I started first time working in Star TV, there was this guy called Kiran. Who was a sound engineer at that point of time. He made me understood that how you use a credit card, right?
Oh, God.
And I was like, dude, this is superb, and I need to exploit, you know, the credit card thing. So what I did was, you know, started paying the credit card amount into full, and you get 50 days in the credit card that you can use, correct? So my idea of for a quite a bit how many years? Like 2008, and this discussion happened in 2015, correct?
Yeah.
With us. So you can imagine that
Same 8
5,
years.
6, 8 years I was, just churning out that 50 days of on my expenses to do it, right? So just for the audience, this is a trick, and I would just suggest that don't hold me or don't hold us, because it's
I think you should just not give this advice.
no,
Karan.
let's because if people are intelligent, they should understand that how can they use it. My only and only suggestion to you is that please pay all your credit card bills in full. Don't pay minimum due. That
Yeah,
is
that's
the
the
highlight.
bigger
That's
trap.
the bigger trap. That's the biggest trap that anyone can have. I think there are a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of people that they give financial advice. But yes, that is true that you cannot use your credit card and pay only minimum dues. So what I used to do at that point of time was, whenever my bill used to get generated, which was 10th of every month, I used to do my expenses between 11th to 20th of that month, which I used to get 10 days to do my expenses, whatever I need to buy and everything. And then the bill will get basically generated in the next month of 10th. So today, if the bill is getting generated on 10th of May, I will do the expenses between 11th May to 20th May, and the bill will get generated in June, correct? 10th June. So you can imagine that 30 days plus 20 days more to pay extra amount after paying the bill. So that was like the cycle that I, churned out for 8 years to get it done.
But I would also like to remind you and tell the audience that I'm still the person who has a credit card, but I pay my bill the day the bill arrives. I pay it in full and I pay it immediately.
I used to pay it. I also used to pay it in full. I never
You-
paid
you
a
never
minimum due.
waited.
Boss, my
I never
civil
waited.
score today is amazing.
I never waited till the last day
Yeah.
of the bill to pay the bill.
No, I never did that.
But you were saying that you have 15 days.
Yeah, I used to exploit it, but I
Yeah.
never paid that, right? Like,
Yeah, but that's the whole exploitation, right? कि तुम 50 दिन रुक के वो bill pay करो.
ठीक है ना, मिलता है, तुम यूज करो.
But I still don't agree to it, guys. चुपचाप जितनी चादर उतने पैर उतने पैर.
Yeah.
Okay, do not cross your limit and put each other into financial trouble, because this was a very big point of problem for both me and Karan, because I was realizing that thank God that I called off the wedding. I don't know what I would have done if I would have actually married this person who had not even told me, who was under like 10-15 lakhs of debt and was constantly taking on more and more to fulfill the needs of the whole household. And I would have, जब आप शादी करते हो तो आप ये सोचते हो कि there has to be a financial transparency between both of
Correct.
them. Maybe there will be a joint account, or maybe you guys will choose not to do that like I did. But eventually you have to have that transparency, right? Like I read this very beautiful term and my mind was blown by somebody. I will link that later in the description. I think they called it financial intimacy.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's a beautiful term to describe the fact that how intimate are you with each other regarding your finances.
Absolutely.
How much do you know what money I have in my bank account?
Correct.
Do I know how much you have in your bank account? What is your debt?
Yeah.
How much do you have to pay? How much are you making?
Correct.
All of those things have to. So some of those things were clear between you and me.
Correct.
But the way we were going to tackle, or I had no idea about your debt.
Correct. Absolutely.
And it was assumed that it was you who is going to pay it, although the loans were not in your name.
Yeah.
The Marwadi people would have come to kill somebody else.
It was not killing. Let's not scare the audience. Yeah.
But like, you never know, guys.
Yeah.
So much drama had already happened.
Arey, no Bollywood buff. Let's not scare them. Yeah.
So it was the time for us to get really real about our finances. And while we did that, it also majorly freaked me out.
Yeah.
And for a long period of time, I was just like slowly realizing that thank God it did not go into a marriage, because it would have been more debt
Yeah. Yeah.
for the kharcha, because we just discussed in the last episode, because we were going to pay for our own wedding.
Yeah.
So we were like, I'm sure I was trying to make savings,
Yeah.
but Karan would have ended up taking more loans.
Yeah. Correct.
So it was so much better that we postponed or cancelled the wedding at that point of time, because he did not have the bandwidth to take on more, and he would have burnt out also.
I was kind of burnt out, but I want to tell you something which I'm just realizing it, that how, I was fallen into the trap, right? Like, as I was raised, and the day I started working professionally in Star TV, and the day I got my salary, and as I told that कि 5th or 10th तक, मेरी पूरी salary खत्म हो जाती थी, correct? So, as things became very difficult with me, and nothing to blame or anything, but life has given me so many lessons, and I'm really glad that this happened to me, because one of the biggest lessons that I have learned is that automatically I started not doing expenses which are not worth for me, correct? Whatever it might be, I was into credit card or loans and EMIs, but I never went overboard by my salary, correct? I was doing whatever I
Because
could.
you did not have.
Yeah, I did not have that. So exactly, that's what I'm trying to tell you, that ki, with my parents getting divorced, I became the man of the house, and I took over that responsibility at that point of time, and it was my duty to see how things happen. And I really feel for those guys or those males who are there outside in this world, who take these responsibilities and they pay off all the things, and they're silently burning inside.
Yeah.
Without sharing what exactly is happening with them. My request to them is, please discuss it with your better half, if they can be a part of your journey, if they can be of any help to you, how
Yeah.
can they be of your help, and how you guys can become stronger together. Because what happens is, this is one of the things which is a conflict, is a cause of conflict in many of the relationships, that they don't discuss, and then they don't want to share what they are going through, correct? And what happens is, usually in most of the cases, is that wife will ask, or a girlfriend is asking something, and you will be taking off loans to make them happy. But actually, are you happy? Are you doing it from the heart? Because what is happening is, to make other person happy, you are not yourself happy, correct? You are boiling it down, and you're actually reversing the whole happiness, that cycle, and you are becoming sad day by day. So that was my biggest learning in that, and I really want to thank you that we did that, and it was a brilliant move in our relationship.
And I think it was so funny that there were actually times when I had noticed that when we used to go out, firstly Karan did not want to go out.
Yeah.
He just wanted to stay home. Which I later found out was कि बाहर जाएंगे तो पैसे लगेंगे.
Yeah.
So it's better that we stay at home.
Yeah.
And I realized it in that way, that all our initial dates, I was the one paying.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I didn't get offended by it, or it was never like ki, oh, I should not be paying it. It was very equal in my mind, because Karan comes from a family where he's the man of the house, but we were just two sisters, and I was the older one, and I was shouldering equal responsibility with my father to run the household.
Correct.
So I was an equal earning member of the family, and I had enough rights to put my opinion about what is needed right now, what should we buy, what should we not buy,
Correct.
what are we doing with the finances. There used to be proper clarity discussed between me and my father, that इतना पैसा है और ये यहाँ जाएगा, ये यहाँ जाएगा, ये bifurcation होगा और अभी यहाँ पे खत्म हो जाएगा. Correct? So I was completely okay paying for the dates that we used to have.
Correct.
Outside, but Karan used to never share it with me that I am not able to pay because I don't have. He was just broiling inside that, oh God, like मैं ये बता नहीं सकता हूँ. So sometimes what happens is the moment you speak up your problem, you just feel lighter.
Yeah.
It just feels like आधी प्रॉब्लम वहीं सॉल्व हो जाती है क्योंकि आप प्रॉब्लम फॉर्मुलेट कर देते हो किसी और के सामने. कोई आपकी बात को समझ लेता है
Correct.
या सुन लेता है ना, आपका मन वहीं पे 50% हल्का हो जाता है कि ओ somebody else knows that I'm going through this.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of therapy also, right?
Yeah.
That you speak up about your issues, you
Correct.
speak up about your hurts and problems.
Yeah.
So I think I would just reiterate what you're saying, that do not get stuck in the societal norms, guys, that you're guys, so you're supposed to be the provider all the time.
Yeah.
And जो मुझे बोला जाएगा मुझे वो देना पड़ेगा. और अगर आप उस प्रेशर में भी हो, so the fact that you have somebody who loves you, your wife, your girlfriend, your life partner, whoever it is, you speak up to them at least.
Yeah.
That this is my problem. Maybe that person has a solution. Maybe they can just tell you that we are here for you,
Yeah.
and that will make you feel better. So please do not fall into the societal norms of constantly being the provider, even if it means you are slowly burning out inside.
Yeah.
So, like, one of the most important lessons that Karan and I can share with you is this, that when we came on the same page about finances, that ये problem है, I was of the opinion that पहले तो मुझे पहले क्यों नहीं पता था ये सब कुछ.
Correct.
दूसरा, thank God we did not take on more with the wedding.
Correct.
And तीसरा, Karan needs to discuss this with the family.
Correct.
That the expenses, so how he was cutting his own expenses कि मैं बाहर खाना नहीं खाऊंगा, मैं ये नहीं करूंगा, मैं अपने लिए कपड़े नहीं. Karan never used to buy clothes for himself.
Yeah.
Never ever had I seen him shop. So I used to feel like कि ये कितना नीरस आदमी है यार, कुछ नहीं करता है ये, इसको बाहर नहीं जाना है, इसको पिज्जा नहीं खाना है, इसको
So I want to share
घूमने
really,
नहीं
really,
जाना है.
people like I'm not sure, but I will just share it with lot of I just want to open up. Yeah, I'm sorry, but for the longest period of time in my life, think till 2008, 2000. When we started dating, I used to get clothes from Rajumasi, right? I used to wear clothes which was like, might be worn out for my brothers and, there. So,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I mean, it's just that I have seen a lot.
I know about it.
So yes, I have tears in my eyes right now.
And you are who you are because you've seen that life, right?
Yeah. That's
So
right.
what Karan, we will give Karan a minute to calm down, and what Karan was trying to say was that there was a very long time in his life where he used to be given clothes from someone else's house, and he used to wear those clothes. So, or he used to go to Chembur station.
No, it was
And-
it was
Buy
the funny
those-
part. So it was not donated, but yeah, it was like a family where we used to get clothes as a brother. If they're not wearing, they're filthy rich. For them it was getting clothes every week is
Yeah.
a norm in their family, and they used to get it. So that was the thing, and to keep up with the trend thing, so there's this place in Chembur, Mankur, Govandi, where you get clothes which are basically first copy of all the brands that you can think of, right from Kelvin to Levi's to everything, you name it and you will get it. And I used to go there and I used to wear it. So I had like a good dressing sense, so I used to really select them and wear it, and no one used to come to know. So that was one of the things. And I used to always go to Chor Bazaar. and Friday morning, Thursday morning,
Yeah.
which happens to be in Bombay, Bindi Bazaar, and I used to shop from there as one of the things to save my money. No, not save money, but whatever money I had, I used to use it very wisely, not go and purchase clothes which are
एंड दिस वॉज माई बिगर इशू गाइज दैट ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने हमेशा ऐसे भर भर के शॉपिंग करी है एंड स्टफ लाइक दैट लाइक माई मॉम यूज टू stitch clothes for
Yeah,
me and
yeah.
she had also done a lot of struggle because we were also middle class from a small
Yeah.
town and बहुत बार ऐसा होता था कि हमारी किसी ओल्डर कजिन के कपड़े आते थे जो उनको मेरी छोटी बहन ने लाइक शी वुड किल मी राइट नाउ शी इज लिसनिंग शी हैड मोस्टली worn my school uniforms
yeah.
and stuff like that, but it was always, I think why Karan is feeling so bad because it was not from immediate family.
No, it's not. I'm feeling bad because I've got a habit right now that I still can't go and shop.
Yeah, Karan still chooses to shop once a year for his clothes and then he uses them जब तक literally वो पोछा नहीं बन जाता है and then is when like जब यहाँ से फट वट जाता है ना तब वो दूसरा शर्ट खरीदता है. So he's that frugal and
Yeah.
he gives me these random like लप्पियाँ देता है मेरे को जब भी मैं उसको कुछ ज्ञान देने की कोशिश करती हूँ. इट्स ओके, व्हाई आर यू नॉट लाइक आई वांट टू सी यू इन गुड क्लोथ्स, न्यू क्लोथ्स. ही गिव्स मी दिस की वॉरेन बुफे आज भी 5 रुपए का बर्गर खाता है. सो आई यूज्ड टू बी लाइक कि
It's a smart move. I learned it.
हेलो
I learned it the hard way, but that's the best way. Yeah.
बट यू गिव मी स्पील नाउ लाइक वो 5 रुपए का बर्गर खाते हैं तो तू वॉरेन बुफे थोड़ी है.
अरे हाँ ठीक है ना.
मतलब
No,
Really?
I have life lessons are that financial lessons. So
मतलब दे ना तू वॉरेन बुफे बन के दे मेरे को फाइनेंशियल लेसन मैं ले लूंगी.
financial नहीं handle कर. Yeah.
So, but coming from the point of and see the difference here also, guys. The middle classness made difference. That I used to be this person कि घर पे मम्मी कपड़े बना देती थी because we didn't used to go out to buy those things. लेकिन वो भी नहीं होता था करण के साथ. So it used to be really like two very different lifestyles that
Yeah.
we were living.
Correct.
The worst part was that I'm sorry for saying this, but Karan was cutting on his needs,
Yeah.
but nobody else was realizing that apart from me. And I was even more angry about it, that why are you not speaking up and why are you not putting your foot down. And because he was not speaking up is why in the first place the whole raita had happened कि इतना तो बनता है और तुम्हें ये करना पड़ेगा, तुम्हें ये देना पड़ेगा. So now I was falling into the same category as Karan, that okay, there is one more person who can provide the money for whatever is needed.
Correct.
So I did, and I was not going to stop providing for my own family, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I have those basic things clear in my head since
Correct.
day one, that मेरा फाइनेंस मैं खुद देखूंगी, मेरे घर वालों का फाइनेंस मैं हमेशा देखूंगी.
Correct. True.
ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कि शादी हो गई अब तुम अपने घर वालों को पैसे नहीं दे सकते. Nobody told me that.
Yeah.
Neither did Karan nor the family, but I am trying to clarify that.
Yeah.
So then I was looking at a life with Karan where I was also providing for my family and providing for his family.
Correct. True.
And then Karan and I were sailing in the same boat that there was nothing left for both of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was a choice, again it was a choice that I had to take कि ये करना है या नहीं करना है.
Correct.
But in that whole thing, when we sat together and we discussed
Yeah.
our finances, we realized that it will be a better idea for Karan to shut off all of these Marwadi loans
Yeah.
by combining them into one big personal loan.
Yeah, we took a personal loan at that point of time. So best thing that happened is we both discussed our finances, and I really felt really good at that point of time because I had someone to share that what I'm going through, because I frankly since childhood I was, into that whole juggling mode of finances, and that burdens were there with me, that you know being the only son, I took over all the responsibility, and I had to do whatever I could do to get my life in a better way. Like I molded myself so that I can always give and be the provider for the family. And in that, I think as a teenager, I shut all my needs, all my wants, and everything whatever a teenager wants to grow up. And as I was growing up, I did not actually मस्ती करी, बहुत मस्ती करी, ऐसा नहीं बोलूँगा कि मैंने नहीं किया. I did everything in my life, and God has been kind with me, and
every kind of shady stuff you've done.
Yeah, that was all my friends, who used to accompany me, and I used
who
to
are
really.
not there anymore, so you can blame it on them.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice, Karan.
So that was there, and when I started discussing with her, I really felt that someone actually understands me, and I have a helping hand who can actually help me out to figure out, because Shoki is always this person who is financially strong, and she looks into the future, right? So that's her strength. And I always believe that if you have, or if you discuss something with your partner, they might always be a solution provider to you. Most of the time we don't talk to them. So that was the biggest learning in this whole financial intimacy that we call today.
There was this one thing. I had attended a party with my college seniors,
Yeah.
where one of my seniors had spoken something very profound and beautiful, that he was talking about his homemaker wife.
Correct.
Right? He was like कि यार मुझे आइडिया ही नहीं होता है कि कैसे कब मैं इसको 100 रुपए देता हूँ और वो मुझे 1000 रुपए वापस देती है. So guys, there is a reason why in our ancient scriptures also the wife or the women of the house are called Ghar ki Lakshmi, because we know how to give more energy to whatever is given to us.
Correct.
Like that famous saying is there, no, that if you give a woman a house, she will give back a home.
Yeah, perfect.
I don't remember the rest of it.
Yeah, but that's the gist of it, right?
So basically whatever you give to a woman, she will multiply and give it back to you.
Correct.
If you give her love, she will give you a
abundance of
love.
Yeah.
If you give her a house, she will give back home. If you give her money, she will give you tenfold money back, because that is how she will save. And with all the spiel that Karan is giving about finances and credit card and all of those things, at the end of the day, my mom had taught me one small lesson of saving, that बेटा तुम्हारे पास जितने भी पैसे आ रहे हैं ना, उसमें से एक recurring deposit खोल लेना. एंड ये मैंने सबको बांटा है. मतलब मैं ना शोरेन बुफे हो सकती हूँ आरडी की. लाइक आई हैड गिवन दिस ज्ञान टू एवरी सिंगल पर्सन इन माय लाइफ, दैट रेकरिंग डिपॉजिट होता है कि अगर तुम्हारी 10,000 की सैलरी है, उसमें से तुम 500 रुपये का रेकरिंग डिपॉजिट चालू कर दो हर महीने, तो वो जो 500 रुपये कट जाएंगे ना पहली 1-2 तारीख के अंदर, जब वो पूरे इकट्ठा होके बाद में मिलेंगे तो तुम्हारी सेविंग हो जाएगी, एंड यू वुड नॉट इवन नोटिस कि इतना बड़ा कुछ चंक कटा है तुम्हारी उससे. और वही सिर्फ वन वे ऑफ डूइंग रेकरिंग डिपॉजिट एंड फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट. रेकरिंग डिपॉजिट एंड फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट, I was financially much more stronger than Karan.
Correct.
And these were the things that I brought to the table.
Yeah.
And made him realize that, see, small things will add up to a big situation, but first and foremost you need to be clear. What you are speaking to me needs to be spoken to your mom, so
Correct.
that firstly she understands what you are going through.
Yeah.
And secondly, you both as people in the family can come together with a combat plan, like you and I are coming together with a plan.
Correct.
But I am not married to you yet.
Yeah.
I am not Khatri.
Yeah.
I'm not living in your house. The other person who is living in your house needs to understand how the finances need to be
worked out.
rearranged.
Rearranged, yeah. Continuing to what Shoki said about women, right? I have also heard this thought. I don't remember where, but you know, women are. I've heard this somewhere that women, you know, or you can say the ladies or the mummies or you know mama or you can call the wives are better managers. Why? Because kitchen is the ultimate management tool that
Yeah.
anyone can have, correct? And look at them, like you know उनको exactly पता होती है कि यार दाल कहाँ पड़ी है,
कितनी
शक्कर
पड़ी
क्या
है?
है, कितनी पड़ी है, कब पड़ी है, कितना टाइम चलेगी, कितने दिन चलेगी, सीटी कब बंद करनी है, दाल के बाद दाल में तड़का कब लगना है. You know there is a lot which goes in kitchen, correct? And that's why they are better managers or better management. So something that you can learn from you know these thing is the management tactics that you know happens in your home, right? If you look at them and if you ask your mom, like she will be the biggest inspiration to become you know the manager,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah,
And you know that's what I also love about my mom, right? You know she did whatever happened in my life.
You just
we-
had to cross that bridge.
Bridge, yeah,
To
yeah.
speak up.
Speak up, right, right.
Cross that bridge to tell her that mom, I am in a problem.
Yeah, I had to do that.
And she supported you.
Yeah, she supported me at that point of time.
You
Absolutely.
guys came up with a rearrangement of finances and
Yeah, we did that.
expenses, and it helped you guys, right?
Yeah,
And it was a huge, like, I was also more worried for mom because
Yeah.
all of these Marwadi loans were her contacts from her boutique and
Yeah.
stuff.
Correct.
So, like, I'm sorry for scaring, but like things could have gone wrong if it would have been long enough to
Yeah, long enough to
not pay as much
Absolutely,
money.
yeah.
So I was more worried for her because at the age of 50,
Yeah.
48, 50,
48, yeah.
she doesn't have the whole life ki मैं लोन ही चुकाती रहूँ.
Yeah.
Right? So there had to be an end point
Absolutely.
to it.
Yeah.
And you and her had to, like you and mom had to work together
Correct.
to combat the issue.
Yeah, so I think when the discussion happened between me and Shoki, I took this bold step to go and talk to my mom, and we decided that, for the first period of time, I will take a personal loan of 5 lakh rupees, and, I will pay off, so my mom started telling me that, so the solution was very simple, that I took a home loan of 5 lakh rupees and the EMI was around 15,000 rupees approximately. I don't remember that amount right now, but 15,000, and I was paying a home loan of 15,000 at that point of time. So my mom told that I will pay half of that home loan for some time, that you can take it, and then I will save. So that was a solution that we found out, and then we came to a decision that that loan was being repaid, and my mom was not actually paying that Marwadi loan, but at the same time we were able to come out of the misery of loans that we go through.
Yeah.
So that was an ultimate solution to it, and we find out that it can be worked out, which was like an impossible task for a longer period of time in my head. So after whatever has happened, after finding out the solution, and that was an helping point, I was I'm really sorry that I was doing one more blunder, that I could not speak up, that I was borrowing money from you at that point of time, which became a pattern. And what happened is, I could not tell my mom that I was also borrowing money from Shoki to help me out to build my house at that point of time, and that actually kind of was a wrong part from my side.
And I think I was also feeling like it was a pinching feeling for me,
Mm-hmm.
because I felt taken for granted
Yeah.
that I'm there to provide you financial help,
Yeah.
but you are not. It's not important enough to mention to her that ये जो घर बना रहे हैं हम लोग,
Hmm.
we are taking her along for the opinion,
Correct.
of course,
Correct.
but we are also taking her money
Yeah.
to invest in this.
Yeah. So I remember what we did was, when I talk about that I was borrowing money from Shoki, was that we discussed in the last episode that when I wanted to build my house, I wanted the furniture and everything, and we wanted a good house. So I took money from Shokhi, and that was really bad from my side.
But
I'm
I
just
would
really
al-
sorry that I have nothing to say on that.
No, you don't need to be sorry. I was just feeling bad. It was not that I did not want to give the money. What made me, it was, you guys were sweet enough to involve me in the process, right? कि हम ये घर बना रहे हैं, and now you are also going to live in this house, and just like timeline wise it was before all the raita happened.
Correct.
But I would have liked to be included even financially, that I had no issue giving the money, but I was like, पता तो होना चाहिए ना कि like the person involved in the decision making should know,
Correct.
or should be acknowledged that this is the amount of money that is coming from her.
Correct.
And I would have loved to be an equal in the household and in the relationship.
Correct.
Because like I said, that I was providing for my own family as well, so there was no issue
Yeah.
for me giving the money. But there was an issue that you were portraying it that it's your savings.
Correct. Correct.
So, and we were not married
Hmm.
at that point of
Hmm.
time. We
Hmm.
had not come together. So ऐसा नहीं था कि हाँ ये तो assumed है ना कि जो तेरा है वो मेरा है.
Correct. Correct.
अब
Correct.
वो केस है,
Hmm.
आज वो केस है, पर तब तो नहीं था ना.
Yeah.
So I think it was a wrong tone of financial transparency that we started off
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
There was no transparency between Karan and his family,
Yeah.
no transparency between Karan and me,
Yeah.
and it just compounded into a very big
Problem later on. Yeah.
which we had to then take a lot of time to solve.
Yeah. Okay, sure. So I think आज थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा हो गया, and I was also little, हिल गया था मैं.
But I know that it's been a heavy thing for both of us to discuss, because
Yeah.
it was a very wrong time in our life. We were just trying to fix a lot of रायते, हम बहुत रायते समेटने की कोशिश कर रहे थे और कुछ हो नहीं पा रहा था हमसे.
Yeah.
And that was again, it was a very up and down. मतलब हम push and pull कर रहे थे. 2 steps forward, 1 step forward, 2 steps back चल रहा था हम लोगों के
Correct.
बीच में. So it was definitely supposed to be a heavy episode.
Heavy episode,
I feel you.
Yeah.
I hope you are still not feeling. I'm with you.
No, I'm good. I'm
And
good.
I understand and I
Yeah.
respect what you have gone through,
Yeah.
and I love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I will always do.
Thank
no
you
matter
so
how
much.
chivilla you are.
I love you too. Okay, so show. Okay, मैं ही पूछ लेता हूँ आज. मैं वेट तो होता हूँ इस चीज से.
Finally.
Finally, let me ask. इस कहानी से हमें क्या शिक्षा मिलती है?
मुझे ये शिक्षा मिलती है
हाँ.
कि when you are in a relationship and when you are serious in that relationship, you want to get married, financial discussion or financial transparency is a must. It should not happen कि तुमने सब कुछ कर दिया, आगे बढ़ गए and सब कुछ हो गया, and शादी के बाद आप ये realize कर रहे हो that you are just paying other people's debt.
Yeah.
And if the person is in debt, you need to figure out a smart solution, because you will have your own financial responsibilities. You cannot take on other people's financial problems after marriage. It will screw up the whole relationship. It will not make for a good foundation of the relationship.
Yeah.
So you need to be very aware, have these discussions beforehand, which Karan and I didn't, and it reached a point where I called off the wedding, and only after that
Yeah.
we had this discussion. So please learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
And do not repeat this. Please have all the important discussions like financial क्या है, goals, settings क्या है, कि हमारे life में वैसी चीज़ें हमको करनी है, नहीं करनी है, जितनी ज़्यादा उतने पैर वाला principle में दोनों agree करते हैं या नहीं करते हैं. और अगर ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको साथ में रहना है और अपने अपने अकाउंट अलग रखने हैं, that is also fine.
Yeah.
आज तक करण और मेरा कोई भी joint account नहीं है guys.
We don't have one.
We have joint, like in our heads it is joint,
Yeah.
but it's not a mandatory thing that तुम शादी के बाद, because it kind of draws a proper boundary for us that
Correct.
Karan cannot just sweep in and take money from the account and I will be like, oh, what happened?
Correct.
That's helped both of us build that boundary and that trust, that we respect each other enough to ask that I'm going to take out this much money.
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Or else we borrow.
Or we borrow from each other,
Correct.
which is also fine.
Yeah.
There is no up and down in the relationship because of finances anymore.
Correct.
Because we have taken such measures.
Yeah.
So please be aware of these things. Have this conversation before deciding to come together in a marriage.
Yeah, absolutely. And from my side, I think few of the lessons that I have learned with, you know, whatever happened between when we were discussing about the financial intimacy is one, to all the males that we go, you know, who are listening to us or, you know, who are planning to get married, I think, you know, you need to discuss a lot of things with your family, whether, you know, your family is able to do that, whether, you know, is that burden going to come to you in the later period of after getting married, because once you start, you know, a life after marriage, it is very very different. Correct? आपको आपके साथ, you know, relationship होती है, you have one more additional responsibility with you, and there will be, you know, lot of discussion that will happen. There will be a lot of decisions that a guy needs to take at that point of time. So it's very very important that you have a very clear discussion with your family, with your better half whom you are going to get married to, so that there is no, you know, problem in future. Be open about what you need, what you can do, what you cannot do, and be very very transparent. I did a lot of mistakes in it, and I, you know, luckily we are together, but we have gone through our own, you know, shit in life. So this is something very very important to all those males. बस नहीं होता है, नहीं बोलो. Don't, you know, do it just for the sake of doing it. You know, कि मेरे को दिखावे के लिए प्यार करना है और दिखावे के लिए चीजें खरीद के देनी है. That's the worst thing that you can do in your life. And, you know, be very very straight. Very simple. Go ahead, be straight. जो होता है वो होता है, जो नहीं होता है नहीं होता है. Alright guys, that's it for today. This was a heavy episode. Please like, share and subscribe and do listen to us, and thanking you once again from the bottom of our hearts for listening to us daily, weekly, wherever you are.
Thank you so much for being with us on our life journey. Thank you so much for reliving with us the same things that we've gone through.
Yeah.
And I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you will stay with us for the next episode, and we will see you next week on Happily Whatever
After.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.